Hi, good morning, and welcome back to my video blog on personal branding. In the past two blogs, we have spoken about how personal branding is for everyone, irrespective of who you are. And the second part of it talked about the role of creative distraction in personal branding. Today, I'm going to present yet another interesting facet of personal branding. It's reinventing your personal brand. It is inspired by my close interaction with two of the gentlemen recently at an HR Congress. The first gentleman successfully founded a modern age media platform in India many years back, produced several award-winning movies, documentaries, but now he has successfully transitioned into a seemingly very unrelated field of corporate learning and professional learning. Yes, I'm talking about Ronnie Screwvala. He has recently ventured into a learning platform, online learning platform called Upgrad, helping numerous professionals with cutting-edge technologies, cutting-edge courses, certifications. Apparently, there appears to be no connection between a movie making, being a media mogul, into corporate learning. But here he again has ventured into a new role, which is apparently, as he claimed, he is guided by his passion to invent something very new from the scratch. This is his core philosophy. This is what you call your calling and purpose and meaning in life. And he has successfully founded his new venture. In the very same Congress, I encountered with another gentleman who has been award-winning national movie actor, has given some of the memorable villainous roles for his audiences, but he's now trying to venture into seemingly very unrelated field of corporate speaking, a kind of motivational speaking. I'm talking about Ashish Vidyarthi. He has recently formed an organization called Tapping the Greatness Within. It appears to be very similar sounding to what Anthony Robbins many years back wrote a famous book on, Awakening the Giant Within. Ashish now talks to senior group of executives in organization, talks about values, inspirations, motivation in one's career and life. His case is as well similar to Ronnie's. It's a classic case of personal branding which is in flux. And that really brings us to today's concept of reinventing your personal brand. One would assume that since personal brand is closely tied with one's core purpose and meaning in life, it is by and large stationary. Yes, that is true. Any personal brand that you either create or recreate, reinvent, has to be closely aligned with your meaning and purpose in life, yet its manifestation might vary from one to another. The famous book by Dory Clark by the same very name, Reinventing You, is another testament of a successful New York correspondent, a marketing professional, into very something unrelated as professor of marketing, a successful author. Her case is as well a glaring example of how to successfully recreate, reinvent one's personal brand. What is strikingly common in all these three examples is that these seemingly unrelated venturing into newer areas are closely tied with one's core purpose and meaning in life, what we care about, what defines us as a brand. Their manifestations in the form of a professional career as a role might vary, but your core is always tied down deeper with your meaning and purpose in life. And hence, one should be open and agile enough to explore opportunities of reinventing, recreating one's personal brand. Every one of us has got some kind of inflection opportunities in our career pathway, which subtly hints us that here is an opportunity you possibly could look into in reinventing yourself, in venturing out from your beaten path into something very new and fresh. Are you open to experiment? Are you open to make yourself one more time vulnerable to experiment newer things in life? It all depends on those traits. I'd be interested to listen to your ideas of reinventing your own personal brand, how you see it too. But it's one thing that's very common in given today's VUCA world, the changing dynamics at workplace thanks to the modern disruptive technologies. One should be very much nimble and agile and be open to experiment, reinvent continuously on an ongoing basis to stay relevant. I'd be interested to listen to your comments. Please rush them in.